We welcome you to Beckman High School in the city of Irvine, California, as the Viejo Diablos took on the Beckman Patriots. Hi everybody, I'm Paul Higgins, and it would be the last Seaview League dual meet of the year. Undefeated in the Seaview League, Coach Jenkins going over her lineup with Cameron Azizi, the referee. I want to thank Jason Marquin, the head coach of Beckman Wrestling, did a great job on this dual meet. Under the lights at Beckman, it would be an electrifying night as these two teams battle to the very end. Settle in because you're going to see a ton of matches in the next 15 minutes, and we start off with the girls. Freshman Jocelyn Jacone taking on Allison Hill from Beckman at 120 pounds. Jocelyn quickly gets the takedown and then works around the side. She positions herself, wrapping up the arms of Allison, and now it's just a matter of time as she racks up 6 points. Jocelyn looking for the first period pin, and Jocelyn gets it to start off the night. The freshman quickly did the takedown on Allison, and the plan worked to her perfection. So 3 matches tonight that we will see from the ladies' side. Amy Cervantes taking on Shiloh Ahrens. And Shiloh, at 125 pounds from Beckman, is a very good wrestler. Super methodical. How about that shot on the fireman's attempt? She singles it out, and with the takedown, quickly gets the 3 points. Shiloh looking to counter with a pin to start off this match tonight, and she rolls the shoulders over. Little room for error here as Shiloh gets the pin. So back-to-back pins as the girls start off, one for Mission Viejo and then Shiloh the next one. The rubber match of the night for the ladies, Daya Pujari taking on Hannah Morales from Beckman at 170 pounds. These ladies are very good wrestlers, and you can see by this first takedown here by Morales, she gets the 3 points in period number 1. A little bit later on, a second takedown, and this would make it 6-0 Morales, as she wasted little time in trying to wrap around. And then here, just a little bit later, a reversal by Pujari. This makes it 6-3 as the lead is cut in half. How about another great takedown attempt? Here, this could have gone either way, but Morales does a great job of countering, racking up the 2 points. That makes it 8-3. And the freshman, Hannah Morales, will come away with a strong win as she puts her opponent to the mat, racking up near fall points, and she ends up with the pin. So 2 out of 3 matches in the ladies division goes to the Mission Viejo Diablos. We now move into the boys division at 106 pounds. Mission Viejo's Dane Lyle, a freshman, taking on Beckman's Noah Fan. Again, 106 pounds. These wrestlers are very good. Here, Lyle with the attempted takedown, but Fan counters. He will get the 3 points. Led early 3-0. Chain wrestling as Noah goes from one move to the next. Here, he locks in a cradle, trying to get some near fall points. Lyle doing a good job of staying off his back, bridging with his neck as much as possible. 7-0 at the end of period number 1. We go into period number 2. The score will quickly go to 9-0. Once again, Lyle doing a great job of avoiding the pin. Notice that Noah has taken Dane Lyle's left leg out of the picture, so he really can't bridge on that side and use that leg as leverage. A little bit later on, more near fall points. Noah working inside, wraps up the head in a cradle, and then that would make it 11-0 in period number 2. 2-point reversal here by Dane Lyle, holding his own in this one. Even with the score so lopsided, you just never know. Here, a good example of that. Dane Lyle reaches back, grabs the head of Noah, almost gets out of this here, and if he does, he has an opportunity for a pin. But Noah does a great job of going out the back door, holding that arm, holding his lead, and then eventually maintaining a decision as the Patriots get the first 5 team points of the night, leading 5-0 over the Diablos. At 113 pound, Elijah Ramirez taking on Adam Diaz of the Beckman Patriots. Quickly, Elijah comes out looking for the takedown. No points awarded yet as the two stay up top. A little bit later on, Elijah with the chuck, and then goes underneath with the single leg, tries to wrap up both legs. He eventually does. Referee Cameron Azizi is yet to award any points. Moments later, Elijah Ramirez gets the takedown, rocks Diaz back, gets 2 more points. 5-0 at 113 pounds in the first period as Elijah Ramirez trying to finish off Diaz. Ramirez doing a good job of staying on top and in control. Second period action for you. It was 5-0 going into that second period. Ramirez looking to sink the half Nelson, has the leg wrapped up. Ramirez, a sophomore, a very experienced young wrestler. Here, the second period starts. It was 5-0 at this point. And then Ramirez, once again, going high, coming across the top, trying to bend Diaz's shoulders back towards the mat. It's only a matter of time as Ramirez is going to try to finish off Diaz, but he wins by a major decision. Diaz holding tough, avoiding the pin. 5-5 as we go into the next match at 126 pounds. For the Diablos, Dino Taxon taking on Justin Ayala for Beckman. Once again, 126 pounds. Taxon, he gets the first point with a 3-point takedown. Maintaining control just a little while later. Taxon gets in a little trouble. Justin Ayala with a nice move, but Taxon counters, holds on to the lead, and here he will wrap him up, doing a great job of going up top, taking everything away. Cameron Azizi, the referee, right there, singles the pin, and Dino Taxon wins by pin. The Diablos jump out to a 11-5 lead, 6-point advantage as we go into 132 pounds. Luke Hansen taking on Jack Smith from the Beckman Patriots. No score right here as the two wrestlers try to grapple for a takedown. A nice sprawl right there by Jack Smith. So at the end of one, there was no score. Here, Luke Hansen sinks in a half Nelson, and he will settle in for what will be a pin. You could see his left leg just digging in, the left toe of Hansen trying to gain leverage, repositions himself right there. It's going to end as Cameron Azizi singles the pin at 132 pounds. Back-to-back pins for the Diablos increases their team score to 17-5. Beckman would get back some of those points. Austin John Fernandez taking on Maddox Dalebout. And here at 138 pounds, it would be quick work by Maddox as Maddox gets the takedown, and he will circle around, holding on to a deep half Nelson, or what appeared to be, there it is. There's the half Nelson, holding the leg. He knows he's in control, savoring the moment, and Maddox Dalebout wins by pin at 138 pounds, and the Diablos have a lead of 23-11. At 144 pounds, we have Leland Straw from Mission Viejo taking on Edwin Garrido, and this would be a good match. Edwin gets the 3-point takedown to start off the match in period number 1. We move ahead to period number 2. Things tighten up a little bit as the score changes. It will be Leland coming away with the lead at 4-3. So Leland Straw leads it at 4-3 and 144 pounds. This match has its twists and turns. You see the trip attempt, but the counter by Garrido as he does a reversal, and here he starts to walk around the top of the neck, the top of the head. Garrido will come away with the pin at 144 pounds. And this match gets tighter, 23-17. The Diablos have the lead. At 150 pounds, we have Ilya Beck taking on Nico Basiri representing Beckman. Nico comes away with the takedown, the attempted fireman, but Nico with the counter. And he comes away with his own takedown, moving behind for 3 points in period number 1. Ilya Beck with some heads-up wrestling here as he rolls with the transition. His head pops out, and he gets the reversal. It would be 5-2 Basiri in period number 1. In period number 2, we would see an escape by Nico. Moments later, they go, each one of them, go for the takedown. No control here, but it would be Ilya will come away with the takedown. Both wrestlers trying to drop in a wizard. This would be a score of 7-5 in period number 2. Every match of the night was super important. On the line for the Mission Viejo Diablos, an opportunity to win the Seaview League Championship. So every single match, especially this one, was super important. At 150 pounds, Nico would get the escape, and then here, as he pulls his leg out, he will come away with a 3-point takedown. Cameron Azizi, the referee, right there to award the points, and this would pretty much finish off this match with a major decision at 15-5. The Diablos only have a 2-point lead as we go into 157 pounds. Mission Viejo's Kemp Jenkins Bixler taking on Caleb Marroquin from the Beckman Patriots. Both wrestlers standing up, trying to get leverage on each other, but it will be the foot of Bixler who will trip Marroquin. You'll see it right here. He sweeps the legs. That would be 3 points for Bixler at 157 pounds in period number 1. Staying with you in period number 1 a little bit later, Bixler up top, and then he'll sweep in the leg, the cradle, rock him back to try to get some extra near fall points, and he does. 6-0 right here. Moments later, it would be a pin by Bixler as the Diablos increase their score 29-21. So an 8-point lead as we go into 165 pounds. Andreas Villatoro taking on Connor Prado. No score as we go into the second period. Both wrestlers trying to gain leverage on each other. And it would be Connor Prado who will come away with the 3-point takedown as he finally turns his wrestler and gets behind. 165 pounds, period 1. Period number 3. Connor will come away with a 2-point reversal. Here, keeps moving. It's important when you're on bottom to keep moving. Chain wrestling. And he starts to come out the backside. And these two wrestlers really going at it. A great move by Prado with the 5-point lead. Time winding down in the third and final period. Connor Prado for Beckman holding on, and he does a good job of holding off Villatoro with the 5-0 lead. It's a Diablos 5-point lead, 29-24, going into the 175 pounds with Adrian Flores from Mission Viejo, Skylar Knight for Beckman. And Skylar, he will get the 3-point takedown, leading 3-0 in period 1 as he goes behind and then locks up the leg. Skylar, a little bit later on, will get the near fall points. Fell right in his lap as this would make it 6-0 in period number 1. Racking up even more additional near fall points. He will win by pin at 175 pounds. So 30-29, the Patriots take the 1-point lead. At 190 pounds, Everett Lock Mahoney taking on Nathan Tuttle for the Beckman Patriots. Mahoney, only a freshman, taking on a very fine wrestler in Tuttle. Tuttle moving very quickly, gains control up top, and it's just a matter of moments as Nathan Tuttle wins by pin at 190 pounds. Makes this very interesting. 36-29, the Beckman Patriots have the lead as we go in to 215 pounds. Nathan Dahlhover taking on Nathan Kim of Beckman. And this would just be excellent chain wrestling by Dahlhover as he goes from one move to the next. And here he gets the takedown, the near fall points. With the Seaview League Championship on the line, an undefeated league season for the Mission Viejo Diablos, Dahlhover knows that he has to come away with a pin. Check out his chin as he puts the pressure on the shoulder. And then Dahlhover once again does not let his opponent go anywhere, maintaining the pressure on the top. And then coming out of the bottom, once again, great chain wrestling with the switch, the turn, and then the half Nelson as he tries to bring it home. Dahlhover with constant pressure finally gets on top. Matthew Goldhofer, relentless in his pursuit of a pin. He gets it. Matthew Goldhofer with the win at 215 pounds. Diablos down by 136-35 going into the heavyweight division, but there was a forfeit, which means the Diablos win this dual meet 41-36, an undefeated league season, and they are the Seaview League champions. Congratulations to Coach AJ and the Mission Viejo Diablos. For Athletes in Motion Sports Television, I'm Paul Higgins. Thanks for watching.